Have you ever wondered about the hidden secrets behind the things we see in our everyday life? Take an airport runway, for example. When you hear the word runway, you probably just picture a long, flat stretch of black pavement. But that road you roll over every time you take a flight is actually packed with precise engineering and over 40 years of aviation history. Every single line, number, and groove has a life-saving purpose. So, exactly how much runway does a plane need? For massive commercial jets like the Boeing 747 or the Airbus A380, you need about 3,000 meters. But why exactly 3,000? It comes down to pure physics. When a plane takes off or lands, it needs to safely manage incredible amounts of kinetic energy. 3,000 meters is the calculated distance required to safely stop a massive aircraft, even in the absolute worst-case scenario, like losing an engine. Of course, it varies by aircraft. A smaller Boeing 737 only needs about 2,500 meters, while heavy cargo or military planes might require over 4,000 meters. That's why airlines meticulously check runway lengths before every single flight. One miscalculation could ground the entire trip. And what about those white lines, black marks, and numbers? They aren't random. They are drawn to strict international aviation standards. That thick white line down the middle is the center line, and pilots aim to land exactly on it, specifically within a tight 2-meter margin. Then there's the touchdown zone. These are the white markings you see at the beginning of the runway. The boldest marks, known as the aiming points, sit exactly 300 meters from the start. They signal to the pilot exactly where the wheels should kiss the ground. One of the most fascinating features is the overrun area at the end of the runway. Modern airports use special shock-absorbing materials here. If a plane can't stop in time and rolls off the runway, this engineered area slows it down gently, acting almost like a giant airbag. Airport engineers will tell you that before these existed, runway overruns were terrifying. Today, they prevent countless disasters. Now, you might think runways are perfectly flat. Actually, they aren't. They have a slight slope, usually dropping about 1 to 2% from the center toward the edges. This is strictly for drainage. If water pools on the runway during a heavy storm, a plane could experience aquaplaning, where the tires ride on a slippery layer of water instead of the pavement. To prevent this, modern runways feature micro-textures and tiny grooves that suck up rainwater like a sponge. It's a brilliant technology that actually shares roots with Formula One racing tires. What about night landings? To keep airports running safely 24/7, runways are lined with thousands of precisely calibrated lights. There are white lights for the center line and yellow and red lights warning pilots they are reaching the end of the pavement. When illuminated, it literally creates a glowing, safe path in the dark. Interestingly, the brightness of these lights is carefully adjusted based on the weather and season, because light travels differently through crisp winter air compared to humid summer nights. So, let's wrap this all up. A runway is far more than just a simple paved road. It is a highly engineered masterpiece guiding planes from the sky back to the earth. The carefully calculated 3,000-meter length ensures large jets have enough room to stop safely. The distinct white markings and color-coded lights act as a universal visual language for pilots. And the hidden slopes and micro-grooves work constantly to keep the surface dry and secure. It is a perfect blend of aviation engineering, physics, and psychology. The next time your plane touches down, look out the window. The real drama of flying isn't just up in the clouds, it's right there beneath your wheels. What else are you curious about when it comes to flying? Let me know in the comments.